Don't give up on creativity just because you have a 9 to 5. So for a long time, I, like many people, was told to make art. You know, you go to school, you're told to make art. I went to uni and I did a fine art degree. I was told to make art. I had to make art. I didn't really have a choice in that matter because, you know, I'd chosen to do the degree or whatever. But when you graduate and when you leave art school, you realise for the first time that no one is telling you to make art. If you don't choose to continue to make art and continue to be creative, then you just won't be. And I think as well, when I was kind of like 19, 20, I couldn't even imagine why anyone was saying like, oh, I used to make art. When I speak to older people and they'd be like, oh, I used to do that when I was younger, I'd be like, well, what do you mean when you were younger? You should be doing that now. What could possibly be stopping you? But obviously, with a bit of hindsight and having, you know, worked a proper like full-time demanding job for the last 3 years, I now understand what people were saying when they were saying that, you know, they used to do something and they didn't have time for it. Because honestly, it's like, if you don't practice, you don't exercise it, if you don't have the discipline to keep going and keep making art, it is just one of those things that slips away from you. And I've definitely felt like the pull of me coming home and wanting to just like watch the telly and just like relax and switch off my brain, when in reality I know what I want to do is making artwork and being creative, even if it's not what like my brain wants at that moment. I know ultimately that's what I want. So I'm having to be really conscious in my choice to make art and to continue to be creative, even though I'm tired and even though I've done a full day of work. So yeah, I mean, I feel like this is something that maybe a lot of us might have experienced, but if it's something that resonates with you and you are wanting to recoup with your creativity, then maybe follow along, and I will see you tomorrow.